Golden Opportunities is paid for by Elder Productions.
Hello, I'm Lori Steiner. Welcome to Golden Opportunities.
Today, 'tis the season to stay healthy. We'll unwrap reminders to keep you feeling fine. Then, volunteers are vital to keep organizations operating. We'll salute these unpaid yet priceless people. A veteran dentist brings smiles to those who have served. Plus, who's up for some exercise? We'll show you easy and effective movements no matter what your age. And you need to think a long time when choosing a long-term care facility. We'll offer advice.
It's time to get GOing, so pull up a chair and join us at our kitchen table for Golden Opportunities. As we head into the last couple of months of the year, we realize that winter is coming and the holidays will soon be happening, so why not make them healthy? Dr. Natalie Thomas has joined us in the UH Broadcast Center with a seasonal prep, a list that will have you feeling well during the swell time of the year. Dr. Thomas is in family medicine at University Hospital, so welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
First thing you have on your list is to fight the flu.
So it's really important. We recommend that everybody gets the flu, no matter your age, anybody from 6 months all the way into the elderly years. Our highest populations at risk would be the young children and our people over 50, especially people with chronic medical problems. So we recommend everybody get them yearly. Flu season starts in late fall usually and goes through the spring. We start vaccinating in September, but we vaccinate through the entire season. So I recommend if you haven't had it yet, you would go ahead.
Okay, because it's more serious than you think, right?
Yeah, yep, you can have some major problems.
Any other shots that we should be actually getting?
Yeah, actually recommend over 65, you get a pneumonia shot, and a year later you get a booster, and then you don't need any more of those vaccines, which is kind of nice.
Not like the flu every year.
Not like the flu.
Oh, well, that's handier.
Yeah.
How about any other shots? Tdap?
We do recommend every 10 years you get the tetanus shot with either the diphtheria and pertussis or the combination of all three of them after 65. We recommend definitely getting the Tdap, so that protects against whooping cough, which is pertussis. Affects the elderly.
And on your list also is healthy eating habits through the holidays.
Yes.
That's hard.
With Thanksgiving coming up and the holidays, there's a lot of ham and turkey and a lot of the meats that are really high in salt content, so it's really important to eat small portions, limit your meats, the baked goods, those kind of things. Stay healthier.
Yeah, and small portions and eat slow. That help you
slower.
feel full?
Yep.
And people also tend to travel over the holiday time, so how does that impact our health?
So we do recommend you get your flu shot at least 2 weeks before you travel, because it takes about 2 weeks for that to really take effect. Make sure you're washing your hands, covering your mouth, eating right, exercising.
How about if you're on a plane for long hours?
If you're on a plane, we definitely, anytime you're on not moving for at least 2 hours or so, we need you to get up. So if you're driving or if you're flying, you want to get up, walk around the plane, stop at a rest stop, walk around. You can get blood clots in the legs, and that's what we really try to prevent with this.
Ooh, yeah. We don't want that
really
over the
important.
holidays.
Really important, every 2 hours.
And you also have a packing proposal.
Yes. So when you do travel, you want to bring your medications with you in their original bottles in case you go through airport security or somebody needs to know what you're taking. And you always want to have them on your carry-on because you don't know if you're going to be delayed, if your baggage is already going to be checked.
Ooh, that would be bad if you're sitting on the plane on the runway and you need a pill and it's someplace packed deep inside and you expect it to be there by then.
Yep, it's definitely important.
All right. Being healthy during the holidays is the best gift you can give yourself and your loved ones. Follow Dr. Thomas's tips to keep in tip-top shape. My thanks to Dr. Thomas for joining us today.
Learn more by calling the Center for Lifelong Health at University Hospitals at 1-844-312-LIFE. That's 5433. Or visit their website, www.uhhospitals.org/lifelonghealth. Next, all in a day's volunteering. But first, we know chocolate milk doesn't come from brown cows. So, who mixed milk with a favorite sweet treat to develop this delicious drink? We'll color in the answer when we return.
Hilltop Village Apartments is retirement living at its best. Residents enjoy a wide variety of activities and living services with all large first-floor apartments, private screened-in patios with beautiful park views, daily dining room meals, free laundry facilities, 24-hour staff, and so much more. Enjoy safe, comfortable independence at a very affordable price. Call today for a tour and learn how you can get your first month's rent free. Hilltop Village Apartments, retirement living at its best.
He's altogether Irish, but botanist Sir Hans Sloane first made chocolate milk during a journey to Jamaica. The locals convinced him to drink a cup of cocoa, but when that didn't go down well, he mixed it with milk, creating one of our best-loved beverages.
Baby boomers are known for sharing and caring, and that's especially evident in their volunteer efforts. Marie Iliam has joined us here to share the many ways so many boomers are giving back. Marie is the editor of Northeast Ohio Boomer and Beyond magazine, so welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
So the big story in the November-December issue is senior volunteers,
yeah,
right?
It's our salute to volunteers. Northeastern Ohio, we are so fortunate. We have so many people in their 50s, 60s, and 70s who have the time and willingness to give back to the community. So we have we profile people who found all sorts of areas in which to contribute. So we've got an elf from the Polar Express, which is great. People who read to children, volunteer Playhouse Square, the Redcoats, etc. So regardless of your interest or the amount of time, there's a volunteer fit for you in Northeastern Ohio.
Okay, that sounds great because there's so many people who do want to do this thing.
They do.
You also have help for us if we're kind of running low in the enthusiasm department for volunteering.
Yeah, sometimes I know I've suffered from this. It's like I don't feel like I'm especially generous. And so we have a story about the value of being generous. I mean, it should come naturally to us, but often it doesn't. So no big surprise here. Being generous is good for you. Physically, it's good for your heart, everything. But we also have ways to practice being generous. And it doesn't take a bunch of money or a bunch of time. It could be something as simple as, it's an act of generosity to pick up a piece of trash, for example, or to let people, cut in, in traffic, or even if you throw an extra $5 in at a drive-through window when you order a iced tea, to pay for someone's bill behind you. It can be fun to be generous. You could do it in little ways, too. Okay. It's a habit.
Okay, you just have to build that habit.
Right, right.
Okay, and speaking of giving, it is the season here coming up.
Yeah.
But trying to find that right gift for everybody can really kind of make you lose your holiday spirit.
I know, yeah, I know. It can really get you down. But once again, we've got great resources in Northeastern Ohio. And so we have a story that describes different kind of unusual places to go, or places that you might not ordinarily think of. We have resources for, retro toys and things like that, which are always popular with baby boomers. And we have, you can go to the museum gift stores for local gifts. We've got great cheese factories and places like that over in Geauga County to get locally produced cheeses and meats, and those are great to make your own baskets and whatnot. Yeah. So we have ideas for gifts that tell the receiver that they got it from Northeastern Ohio. So yeah.
All right, alrighty. And we can give ourselves. You even have an article about giving ourselves a great kind of holiday getaway, right?
Oh yeah. So this is a fun story. So I know it sounds kind of long, but 6.5 hours straight down 77, you can find yourself in smack dab in the middle of Mayberry, okay? It's Mount Airy, North Carolina is the model for Mayberry of the Andy Griffith Show. And so our travel writer takes us there and tells us about the interesting things you can do to get a real sense of Mayberry. So it's a nice little winter getaway. The weather will be nice, not that long of a trip, but a fun getaway.
Yeah, and you might even see Andy and Barney
Yeah,
there,
who
right?
knows? Who knows? Or Otis. Yeah, right.
It's the nature of Northeast Ohio Boomer and Beyond to give thanks to volunteers, to give great gift ideas, and to always give information you're unlikely to find anywhere else. And they give it away all for free. You can find your free copy at a variety of locations throughout our area. Need help finding one? Use the information that's coming up next. And my thanks to Marie for joining us today.
Thank you.
For more information, call Northeast Ohio Boomer and Beyond at 330-822-4011 or log on to www.northeastohioboomer.com. Next, service with a smile. Looking for places to go, things to do? Welcome to our community calendar. Replacement surgeries seem so commonplace, unless you need one. On Tuesday, November 14th, orthopedic surgeon Dr. John Fagan will reveal the reasons for and recovery from ankle, hip, and knee replacement when he speaks at University Hospital's Ahuja Medical Center from 5 to 6 p.m. A light dinner will also be served. To reserve your seat, call 216-285-4069.
Yesterday was Veterans Day, and we want to say thank you to the men and women who serve. And that includes Dennis Steve Marsh. Steve is here to tell us how being in the Air Force impacted his life and how that has helped him bring smiles to many military families. So welcome back to the show.
Thanks so much, Lori.
So you brought some proof that you actually were in the Air Force, right?
Yeah, so this was actually my dress blues. I couldn't find my captain's insignias that usually go on the shoulder. Somewhere in the last 40 years they got lost. But,
Oh, no.
So I was in from 1977 through 80. I was a dentist, I was a captain, so we had military duties as well as duties as a dentist.
You followed in your dad's footsteps, right?
Yeah, so my father was in the Army, he was also a captain, and so when I talked to him finishing dental school, in terms of where do I go next, he was very encouraging of the residency in the Air Force, in the military, and he was absolutely right. I learned lots of things. Besides the military, but also in terms of handling dental issues and emergencies and even dental cancers, and that was one of my focuses when I was in the Air Force, and that's actually helped me a lot in my practice.
Yeah, in fact, you saved the life of a veteran's wife, right?
Yeah, so I did with the help of some physicians, but I had a patient who came in and and actually was a viewer, and she came in with her husband and said, I just want some work, my teeth in the front have broken down, I have some decay. And you can actually see that's the picture of her. And what I want to point out, Lori, is she came in just for that. And when I always, as part of my routine, I look at the tongue and I do an exam. And I said, it doesn't feel right. And she said that over the years she had a tooth or two taken out and that's what affected it. And in palpating it, based on what I learned in the Air Force, I said, I don't think this is normal. I don't mean to frighten you. That after picture showed her, after the tongue was removed, it had cancer throughout. Oof. It was a rare, rare cancer. It says before and after. It's a little mislabeled, but we ended up doing her teeth. And you see this, you're my lifesaver. Well, what happened was it did save her life, and we did do her teeth, but then every year around the holiday she sends me another gift, and I say, it's not necessary. We're just glad to have you around, and it's been a number of years.
All right, and you've had a lot of other examples of veterans or folks in government service that you've helped with their teeth.
And that I thought we ought to focus on with Veterans Day this weekend. So that's what we're going to look at. So this is a very interesting one. Not only was a veteran, but he came into me and he said everybody wanted to take his teeth out and do dentures. And he said, my daughter's getting married October 8th. Well, that was the same day my daughter was going to be married. Wow. It was about 8 weeks before. And I said, how do you feel about dentures? And he said, no, but I want them bright and white. And so a couple of the front teeth had to be removed, but that's an all porcelain bridge. And it's very white, that's what he wrote. And there he is with temporaries. And there the after is actually showing the letter he wrote.
He wrote you a very nice thank you note, huh?
He did, and he was so taken, and he said, I loved it, and people saw me and almost didn't recognize me, but I felt so proud at my daughter's wedding. So that was a nice Army veteran who came in to see me.
That is very nice. You got a few more yet coming?
Yeah, we do. And this is a woman, and she was in the military. That's where she met her husband. Her mother was a patient of mine, and when she was out of the military, She retired to take care of her kids, and she wanted porcelain veneers. I had done that on her mom. We did some gum contouring, and those are porcelain veneers. She was thrilled. And there's her before, and there's her after. And she loved it. She's very smiling, but didn't used to smile very much. And lastly, this is a man who's in service with the DEA. And he hated the way his teeth looked. He did not smile. He worked 40 years and actually was about to enter retirement and said, I'd like to get these done before I retire. When the after picture, those are actually porcelain veneers in plastic. Those are not the final thing. We had started the case, we put him in these, we call these provisionals. And we like these so we can have a sense of what he looks like, because we want to make sure proportions are correct. It's very difficult when there's a big space. But again, he said, I'm ready to retire from the service, and I really want to get the smile that I want for the rest of my years, and that frequently happens. And so it was gratifying to take care of all these people who have worked in the military.
Giving them back a little something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks to his military service in the Air Force, dentist Steve Marsh can offer his dental service with a smile and bring a smile to veterans and civilians alike. Need help with your smile? Give Steve a call. The number's next.
See what Dr. Stephen Marsh can do for your smile by calling 440-461-1003 or visit www.clevelandsmiles.com. Next, we'll show you easy and effective movements no matter what your age. It's time to get up and go, an exercise segment on golden opportunities.
Hello everybody, it's Mike Carbon from Breakout Fitness, and we're here today to show you how to strengthen that core and the ever important abdominal muscles. You ready to go?
Let's flatten those abs.
Let's do it. All right, we're gonna do a basic crunch today. We're gonna start lying flat on the ground. We want our feet flat as well, with our legs bent at about a 45-degree angle. From here, you have two options. Either place your hands above your eyes, or you can give yourself a hug and cross your chest. All we're gonna do is keep your chin pointed towards the ceiling, squeeze the abdominals, and bring your shoulder blades off the ground. We're looking for 15 to actually 20 repetitions here. All right, how you feeling, Lori?
Oh.
Keep them coming, come on. We need at least 3 to 4.
I can do it.
You got it, all right. We need at least 3 to 4 sets of these. Remember, slow and controlled movements, and you gotta remember to breathe. Do not hold your breath. You're looking good. 6-pack's on the way. All right, everybody, now it's your turn to get up and go.
For your copy of the exercise booklet, send $1 for postage to Golden Opportunities, 6105 Parkland Boulevard, Suite 140, Mayfield Heights, Ohio, 44124.
Do you think you're too old to exercise? Carol Pitts will show you that you're wrong. Carol is a Silver Sneakers instructor, and she's here to show us how to get the most out of movement. So welcome, Carol.
Hey, it's good to see you
And you
again.
brought a couple friends, and we're going to get to them.
Yeah.
But first, tell us about Silver Sneakers and what is the goal in helping older folks stay fit?
Silver Sneakers is for seniors that want to work out but can't do certain things. And the program is that we know that seniors have back problems, knee problems, and so we design a program to help them in that area. We also modify a lot of the workouts, so if someone has just had a hip replacement, we modify for them. We have a lot of people coming to the classes. It is free for most insurance companies. There's a lot of insurance companies that will pay for the Silver Sneakers. It's a good opportunity, even for an individual that's just starting to work out. They can come into the class.
Is there a lot of running and jumping and being very active?
No, we don't do any running. We don't do any jumping. We have to keep at least 1 foot on the floor. We have to have to be certified. I have a BS degree in phys ed and education and many certifications in group fitness. So everything has to have a certification.
Okay.
Okay, and we're certified in CPR. So
in case anything
if
happens.
anything happens, we're ready for it.
You're good to go.
Yeah.
So, and as we said, you brought a couple friends along here, and you're going to show us a little bit about what you're going to do.
Yeah.
So who do we have?
This is Joanne and this is Rosie, and they've been in my class now for about 3 years.
Okay, so they're pros, right?
They're pros. They're pros. They can do it. They can do it. Yeah.
All right.
They can do it.
Well, show us some of the moves.
All right. We're going to work on the bands. So take it up, girls. Ready? And pull it. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. Again. 1, 2, 3. hold it. We're working our arms, our triceps, and our biceps. Bring it in. Take it down. You're going to pull it down. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And relax. Take it out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And relax. Again. 2, 3, 4. And relax. Switch. Take it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And relax. Take it out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And relax.
That looks like it's actually
It's
kind of
not
fun.
hard. It
Yeah,
is. We
not
do-
too
we
hard
have
at all.
We have a lot of fun with it. We do weights, we do bands, we do cardio. My class is usually 15 minutes of cardio, 15 minutes of weights, 15 minutes of balls and bands, and then I do a chair yoga cool down.
Okay, and it looks like there's different types of bands even?
Blue is the heaviest, then it goes to red, green, and yellow.
So no matter what your level of fitness, there's something that you can do.
Blue is around 15 to 18 pounds, and then it goes down past that.
So how do we find out more about Silver Sneakers?
Well, you can call your insurance company to see if they will pay for it. You could also go on the website for Silver Sneakers and look up what facilities, are in your area so you can join.
All right, sounds great. Keep it up, keep it
Yeah.
up. Are you ready to lace up and work out? Silver Sneakers makes it easy, effective, and safe. To find out more, use the information that's coming up next. My thanks to Carol Pitts and her friends for a very delightful demonstration.
Learn more by calling FitWorks at Highland Heights, 440-449-1188, or visit www.fitworks.com. Next, a list of considerations for long-term care.
Right now, proton therapy, a revolutionary treatment for many types of cancer, is available for the first time in Ohio and only at University Hospital's Seidman Cancer Center. That's the future of cancer care. That's UH Seidman Cancer Center. Right now, the trusted experts of University Hospital's Seidman Cancer Center and the most advanced cancer-fighting technologies are in 17 community locations. That's leading-edge care where you're most comfortable. That's UH Seidman Cancer Center.
Did you miss a phone number or website? Then here's your second chance because we're going to list all of that information again. Then we'll be back with a to-do list to tackle when looking at long-term care. Whether you're looking for a nursing home or assisted living facility for yourself or for a loved one, you have many options. It can be confusing, and you want to make the right decision. Here to talk about key issues to consider in your search is my law partner, Mike Solomon.
Hey, Lori.
Well, so what's the first thing to consider?
Well, the first one is location. Just like buying a house, you want to make sure the location is right for you. So if it's a parent that's going to be in a facility and you're helping find the place, and you're going to visit a lot, you want to make it convenient. You want to have a convenient location. The other thing is, around that facility, are there amenities available? Is your doctor or dentist, are they close by or far away? Shopping, entertainment, all those sort of things that you still want to be able to do. Is it going to be hard to get to those places or not? Also, if you've lived in the city a while, you have your group of friends, you want to be somewhat close to them so it's not inconvenient to visit. So you want to think of all those things. So location is the number one thing.
Okay, just like real estate, location, location, location.
That's right.
What's next on your list?
Well, you ought to visit the place, right? You don't want to just go on the web and see from a distance. You want to visit the place, walk around, see are the residents there happy? Is it a nice, cheerful place? Is it clean? Maybe you have a chance to talk to some of the children of the parents that are there. See what they think about the place. You just interact maybe with the residents so you can get a sense of if they like the place. Just walk around and get a feel of the place.
Okay. And you say while you're there, make time for a meal.
That's right. So the other thing is, the people that live there, your parents are going to living there, they're going to be eating most of their meals there. So you want to make sure they like the meal. So so sit down and ask to have a meal at the place. Make sure the food is good. You also might want to check and see if they can adjust for dietary needs and special needs.
Very important, right.
So you want to ask all those questions and make sure that the food is good.
Okay. Once you've gotten a chance to walk around and tasted the food,
Yes.
what's next?
Well, you want to see someone else's rating of the facility. And we can go on a website called Medicare.org. You can go on the website and they'll have ratings of the facilities and see what their ratings are so you get a sense of if it's had problems in the past or not.
Okay. And real quickly, you have one last?
Yes, it's important to see it. Does the facility hit all the continuums? Does it start? Maybe you're starting with independent living, assisted living, long-term care. Does it? Because you don't want to have to pick someone up and move them to an entirely different facility.
Right.
You want to make sure they have doctors that visit the place, and you want to make sure that their general quality is for the professional services that they're providing are good. A memory unit, that would be another thing to think about.
That's even more important
Right.
as you age. Right. Great tips. There is certainly a lot to consider when looking for a facility. When you think about it, you want good care, a safe environment, and a place to feel at home. To learn more, give Mike a call. The number's next.
Call Solomon, Steiner, and Peck at 1-888-236-5173 for more information or to schedule a speaker for your organization. Or log on to www.ssnplaw.com.
Thanks for joining us. On next week's show, we'll offer up-to-date options for sleep apnea. Then, Train 'em Young. We'll share the dividends of helping your grandchildren understand investing. And These Pets Don't Make a Mess. We'll reveal the doggone benefits of robotic furry friends. But until then, please, remember to make the most of your golden opportunities.
If you'd like to join our kitchen conversation, visit our website, www.goldenopportunities.tv. Like us on Facebook. Call us at 440-742-GO-TV or email us at kitchen@goldenopportunities.tv. We'd love to hear from you.
Golden Opportunities is paid for by Elder Productions.